Greetings, family. Peace and love to you and yours. This is Guru, and thanks for visiting my channel. While Trump attacks Colin Kaepernick, the quarterback is donating to Meals on Wheels. In other words, when Donald Trump goes low, Colin Kaepernick goes high. What do I mean? Well, on Monday at a rally in Louisville, Kentucky, Donald Trump took aim at the NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick, who decided last season not to stand for the national anthem in protest of the mistreatment of people of color across the United States. So while Trump was at this rally in Kentucky, he goes on talking about Colin Kaepernick, saying how he doesn't believe that anyone in the audience even knows who the quarterback is, even though Colin Kaepernick's jersey was the #1 selling jersey last season. But Trump goes on to say these half-truths, right, to his audience. Like I said, he's pandering to the audience there in Kentucky. He says, quote, "There was an article today that NFL owners don't want to pick Kaepernick up because they don't want to get a nasty tweet from Donald Trump." Trump said. "Do you believe that?" He goes on, this continues. He added, if I remember that one, I'm going to report it to the people of Kentucky because they like it when people actually stand for the American flag." So you see, Trump is pandering to the audience there in Kentucky. Anyways, Kaepernick responded Tuesday not with his mouth, but with his money. That's right, NFL.com's Ian Rappaport reported earlier today that the former San Francisco 49ers quarterback was donating $50,000 to Meals on Wheels America, which could face reduced federal funding if Trump's budget were to be approved. So here it is, Trump is in Maryland trying to clown and talk bad about Colin Kaepernick, while on the other hand, Trump is taking away money from so many different areas where people need. And he's sitting there talking about Colin Kaepernick. This guy, Trump, is he's stupid. He's ignorant. He's stupid and ignorant. And actually, I'm just really getting sick of seeing this guy. I hope they impeach his ass quick, fast, and in a hurry. He does not deserve being a so-called president. And especially after we've had 8 years of President Obama. Even though Obama didn't do much for the black community as a whole, he did a lot for our country. And this chump by the name of Trump following someone like the Obamas is just disgusting. It's disgusting what we're seeing every day from this orange man. And he has the nerve to have something to say about Colin Kaepernick. So yeah, like I said, Colin Kaepernick responded not with his mouth, but with his money. Something that Donald Trump does not do. So, worth noting, Meals on Wheels only gets a small percent of its funding from the Community Development Block Grant and other federal programs that Trump has proposed cutting. So it's already bad enough that Meals on Wheels, they don't get a whole lot of money anyways, but Trump wants to cut that. Now mind you, Meals on Wheels, does everybody know what they do? Well, they help serve the elderly, you know, and other things too besides that, but he wants to cut that out. So if you're a senior citizen and you voted for Trump, basically he gave you the middle finger. How do you like that? Additionally, Kaepernick announced through Rappaport that he will donate $50,000 to Love Army for Somalia, a social media campaign to send 60 tons of food and water to Somalia to combat famine. Now, what has Donald Trump done for that? Has he even mentioned Somalia? Does he even know Somalia? I doubt it. But anyways, has he thought of doing anything for them? Of course not. So, family, worth noting, Colin Kaepernick has donated $500,000 so far. Most recently, donated $50,000 to Meals on Wheels America, donated $50,000 to hashtag Love Army for Somalia, which is the social campaign Ben Stiller started that Kaepernick has been a vocal supporter of. The GoFundMe is only a few thousand away from its $2 million goal to send 60 tons of food and water to provide relief during this historic famine in Somalia. Again, I ask the question, what has Donald Trump done? Does he even have a plan to help people in Africa who are starving, who are dying for lack of food and water? Does he even have a plan? Hell no. This is the kind of so-called president we have, and I have no support or love for him at all. If this man can't support others, I have no support for him whatsoever. Anyways, the 29-year-old donated the money despite remaining an unrestricted free agent since he opted out of his contract earlier this month. He has said he plans to stand during the national anthem next season should he get signed. Meals on Wheels thanked Colin Kaepernick over Twitter on Tuesday for his donation, one of many the organization has received since news of potential budget cuts earned national attention last week. And of course, again, this is because of this so-called president we have sitting in the White House, Donald Trump. With that said, let me show you the tweet from Meals on Wheels. So here's the tweet from Meals on Wheels, and of course, they thank you at Kaepernick7 for supporting seniors through your words and actions. That's from Meals on Wheels. Donald Trump, have you gotten any tweets like this? You got Twitter fingers. Have you gotten any tweets like this lately? I doubt it. This man, I tell you, no love or support for Donald Trump whatsoever. I can't call him president at all, and I refuse to, by the way. So with that said, I'm going to end this off here. I support and I thank Colin Kaepernick. He is truly a hero for many, many thousands, if not millions of people. Despite what an orange man named Donald Trump has to say. Again, Colin Kaepernick, he put his money where his mouth is. Do it too. Do the same, Donald Trump. Peace and love, family. Thanks for watching. This is Guru. Until the next video, don't forget to love yourself. I'm out.